Hey, how's it going? Swatch with me. Arteza 24 permanent fabric markers. And the colors are, before I show you the pack of markers, bubblegum pink, raspberry, tomato red, rosewood, apricot, tangerine. Oh, moving up. Lemon yellow, olive green, lime green, pea green, mint green, pine green, turquoise, sky blue, Egyptian blue, night sky blue, lavender, lilac, orchid purple, chocolate, coffee, elephant gray, dolphin gray, and black. Okay, so I'm doing these penguins. I'm gonna move out just a little so you can see all of the penguins. Well, all 12 on this sheet. Okay, so these penguins are fabric, and I got them from, oh, I'm gonna have a picture too on my phone I can show you. Oh yeah, let me show you that. Let me show you that first, then I can show you the scraps. Took a picture. It used to be a pair of pants that looked like this. And now, I cut off the pant legs and turned them into shorts. And so those shorts, I wear those from time to time. And then I had the pant legs over here by my computer next to my printer, and I had just had them folded up, but this is, let's see, this is one of the strips, several strips actually, and this is what it looks like a little bit there. So, and the tape that I used is double-sided, and it's not the Duck brand tape. It's another brand that I bought from Amazon. It's a big roll. Oh, I have that right here. This roll, and it's like really wide score tape, but it's not the score tape brand. It's not, there's no name on it at all. Got all kinds of strings on it on the side there. Okay, so this, I did this, set this up. This, actually, this swatch card, or these swatch cards, rather, took me about 2 days to complete, and that's just because of work, some scrap stuff here. And I cut them out, did a little fussy cutting, and cut them all out, and then taped them. Tape them, and I actually cut out 25, so I haven't. I'm going to come down a little now, because I'm going to, right in the middle here, I'm going to show you this one. So this one I cut out, and this is an extra, and I tried it out, and this is colored with the lavender, so this is colored with the lavender one, and the lavender one has that, see that very light purple cap? Never ever go by the color on the cap. I know some people, I went back in to check. Oh, I also thought I remembered the price for this. I think it was $26.99 for this pack of 24, I think. Don't hold me to it, because right now they're out of stock. They're currently unavailable. I don't know if they're going to bring them back or not, but these are great. I really like them. I also have colored cable straps, and I'm going to show you one. We got a little time, and I think this one that I covered, can I just show you? See that right there? It's a deeper purple color I see in the screen panel and in my field monitor, but it's a much lighter color in real life. This is, I think, the lavender color. Let's see. Yeah. And it doesn't come off. It's perfectly, I just did it on this one side, and this is by Rapid Storage, this cable strap is, and it's perfect. I couldn't believe it. It actually, and it didn't even take very long to dry, not even a full day, but I did leave it alone for a full day before I wrapped a cable with it. So this one is completely dry, and I thought, okay, I'm gonna try the baby wipe test to see if this comes off. If this purple comes off, I'm gonna do this to show you. This has been drying for at least 3 days. See, there's nothing there. It's completely good. But I thought, hey, this is great. So this was my test penguin. And I was thinking about putting it, here's the package. I was thinking about putting it on here to show me, oh, my Swatch card. I have to get my Swatch card. Maybe it'll serve as a reminder for me. But I've actually slowly been decorating my glide gear stand here, my camera stand. So I'm going to show you two. It's a sticker, and you can see the purple as it came through onto the tape on the other side of the tape, but that is completely sticky there. So before we get started, try not to blind you. I'm just gonna put this right here. I should probably put it on the other side. Oh, the other side. But you know, it opens up this way. Right, it opens up this way, and this is the little hang tag, and I'm thinking, why didn't you put that on on the back or something? So that's where it's gonna go, right here. Right there, the little penguin on my little case. This is a perfect place to put it, or to put the markers. So I'm gonna start here with the pink and take a little time here. I'm gonna take this part out, I guess. Well, let me come back and I'll have all the markers lined up. Okay, so I'm gonna show you, these are dual-ended markers. One side is the bullet nib and the other is chisel, and these are permanent fabric markers. Are there any? I guess there are washable ones, but there's the bullet nib, and you see the barrel is pink. Right, okay. And the trim, you see the pink trim there instead of a gray trim. I really like that. And that's for the bullet nib. And then the chisel side is that. Okay, let's see. I went through and came back in, like I opened up the package the other day, and oh, also the name is on the top of each side of the cap. So I went in and I sorted them. I made sure that all the bullet nibs were facing up in the container, and not that it matters, it doesn't really matter. That, I guess, my I don't know, like that little cork going on. And then the chisel, made sure that was fine, or setting up where it was, and that the labels were facing me when I went like that. These also have numbers. This is A49, but I'm not putting the numbers there. Maybe later I'll do that, but I'm not going to do that. Okay, what I did with the penguin here was I took the bullet nib and I traced all the way around, you know, the inside, and then I used the chisel nib and colored in the bigger spaces. And then for these smaller areas, I'm going to use the bullet nib area, or part of the pen. Okay, so let's get started. Also, I will not be doing all of this in real time, I will likely have to fast forward through it. And that was when I realized the last swatch with me was Sargent Art colored pencils, 24 colored pencils. And I said in the video, I am not fast forwarding. I'm thinking, oh no, because I get into editing, I have a different thought in my mind altogether. But then when I hear myself say, we're not fast forwarding, yeah, I'm not fast forwarding. I am going to fast forward likely. I might do maybe the first 4 here or something, and then fast forward through most of them, and maybe do the last 4 on the second sheet. So mostly I just have to remember, stay in the viewing area. So with that being said, I'm going to push these out of the way a little bit. And also, I wanted to do these on fabric just to show you what they look like on fabric. I'm sure the black will be, I won't be able to tell. There are little white lines here as well. I'm not going to color in the white lines here that indicate the penguin's arms. I'm sorry. Wings, I guess. Oh my goodness, that's horrible, Tammy. Okay. So this is bubblegum pink. Wow, this looks like magenta right off the bat. I can't use the eraser. Oh, I should show you a close-up of the penguins, right? Okay, let me do that right now before I... These are not dry safe, so I kind of need to cap them. Maybe we'll look at... There are little tiny bits of... dust kitties, probably. Okay, let's see if I can... You can kind of see the lines of... I'm trying to get a good enough... Yeah, you can kind of see the lines of the fabric. How they're going down this way. The penguin pants have a different feel than the Happy Camper ones. The Happy Camper ones seem to be a little softer to me. So as shorts wise, they are super comfortable. Now this one I'm going to do just like this. And go back and finish off that. Instead of doing the chisel. But I will do the chisel. The more I look at this, the redder it appears. I go another line there. Okay, let's see. Top one. So if you want to go this way and not go with the line, how the line is going, you could do it like that as well. Okay, and then the chisel. Maybe I'll come down a little. Okay, I think that's good. Then you can try and figure out if the color in the chisel is lighter than the color. I don't think so. I can't see it, and I didn't see it with the lavender either. The lavender penguin. But one of the complaints for these markers is that the caps do not match the colors. And I so wish I wish Amazon would bring comments or the ability to reply back. And they took it out, and I don't know why. That looks red. You sure it's not red? Bubblegum pink. Okay, this one raspberry. Because I wanted to tell that person never go by the cap, because that's almost never correct, the cap color. It just gives you an idea of what the color is. And I don't think there was a picture. You know, I don't think the person showed a picture of how the colors don't match the caps. But they do start dark and they dry a little bit lighter. So I'm expecting this to dry a little bit lighter. I'm expecting all of these to dry a little bit lighter, because when I put the lavender on the cable strap, I thought, wow, this is really dark. This isn't, you know, this doesn't seem like lavender at all. It's like a really dark lavender if it is. It looked more, you know, the deep violet or dark violet to me when I first started out. And then when it dried, I realized, oh, okay, so you have to give it time to dry. Okay, bullet chisel. I was thinking this would have a pinker color because it's raspberry kind of has, well, it is red, right? But I think it also has some elements of pink in it. There we go. Okay, this is tomato red. Chisel side. I'm sorry, bullet side. What am I saying? Now I'm going to use a chisel on this just to see how well it works, or if it works. I've had these since, when did I buy these, Tammy? 2019, probably after the 100 Things Challenge. I have other fabric markers. They're upstairs. I have Sharpie fabric markers. Wow, that is really bright. Yeah, that kind of looks like tomato. And I have tulip fabric markers, so I'll be doing swatches with those. Probably not in the near future, but I'll try and do it. This is rosewood, and this is a very dark color. At least on the fabric at the moment. I'm not going to go for light and dark coloring. I'm just going to... I'm not treating these, I guess, like regular markers or watercolor markers or colored pencils or anything like that. Let's try it wide. Oh, this looks like it's brown, right? I hope not, because I put it in the wrong spot. Not so much on the chisel. With the chisel, you can use it narrow from the narrow end here, or you can do it like this, I guess. Whatever way you want to do it. Yeah, there you go. It's like maybe a Tuscan red or something. Okay, this one is apricot. And we're gonna fast forward right about now. Okay, now this one has a little bit of a brown stain that I tried to get out and I could not remove it. So I'm going to use coffee to cover it completely. We are down to the home stretch here. When I was over here with sky blue and turquoise, I was, well, for turquoise, thinking, that's not turquoise, that's green. And it still looks green. Another thing I might do is after I am going to sign off on this one in a little bit, and after a couple of hours I'm going to come back in. Like, I think they're going to be dry in a couple of hours, so I'm going to come back in and show you how they look after they've dried or been sitting to dry, you know. I can't talk. After a couple of hours of sitting here and drying, I'll show you what they look like. See if anything, well, I should say, if there's any color change, like if these are noticeably lighter. Oops. Chisel, Tammy. Got carried away with one of them. What was it? Then I can show you how much lighter they look. Now, I'm not saying that all of them are going to be lighter, but I'm really hoping that this one, Night Sky Blue, which to me looks a lot like indigo, I'm hoping that that one turns a little bit lighter in color. And you know, they might already be changing color here. Like this one. It seems like when I went through the apricot, was it apricot or light apricot? Oh, apricot. That I thought that the bullet end was going dry, and or no, the chisel end was going dry, I thought. And I thought, well, how can that be? Because these never sit up straight. They never sit up like this. They're always lying down horizontal. Okay, this is Elephant Gray. Right now it looks like Charcoal Gray. Well, I can see a little bit of the brown, or is it a yellow? I'm thinking I'm seeing a yellow in here, which could be, that could be. Okay, this one I would like to see a lighter color as well, I guess. I'm very quiet when I color. I just got some coloring books in the mail, so I might, you know, continue on with later and just keep coloring, but not with these markers. I will try out the many colors I have floating around. Okay. Then Dolphin Gray. So I'm thinking I probably should have switched these two, but I went by cap color when I don't know. I guess I'm not thinking that way. Oh, maybe not. Okay, this is a much darker gray. Man, this looks like black. Now, do we want the black to be lighter after it dries? Probably not. Usually when you want to put black on, you want it to remain black. But who knows, it might turn like a dark charcoal gray, or maybe it'll turn this color that I'm coloring. This is gray. This is Dolphin Gray. Dolphins don't have this color. Let's go to SeaWorld and see if the dolphin is... Let's go out to the Gulf of Mexico and see if the dolphins are this color. I'm indecisive here how I want to hold this chisel. I guess it really is up to the person doing the coloring here. Not here, but wherever. Do you have these markers? See, I wanted to... I think I did that with the lavender. I kept running across this errant hair or lint. Let's call it lint. Lint is so much better than hair. It's so much less icky, you know. Black. And chisel side. Yeah, I guess it works on the wide side there. But I like to hold it like that. I don't know how well you saw that, but how well did you see that? Okay, I'm apologizing for the errant bug or two that's flitting about here. I have my repellent, turmeric lavender repellent. I don't know, it wasn't doing such a good job earlier. I was yelling at them. Okay, now how are we going to show you these? I'm going to do the close-up, sorta. So you can look to see how that tomato red looks almost orange on the screen panel. Apricot. What color is an apricot? Rosewood. I don't know what color that is. I want to say Tuscan red, right? Apricot. Okay, look around the edge. You can see how much darker it is from the bullet nib. And then the inside was the chisel. Not too bad. And there's tangerine, otherwise known as orange. Oh, don't I go this way then, right? I lost my mind. It's been a while. Oh, look at that olive green, Tammy. That looks horrible. And lemon yellow. Lemon yellow in other colors like colored pencils or other markers are usually, lemon yellow is usually very light, like a light turquoise. Does that look like turquoise? No, it's green. It's Kelly green. Sky blue. Now, sky blue on the field monitor looks like sky blue. But when I'm looking at it without just looking at it, it's turquoise. That's turquoise right there. Egyptian blue is basic blue. Night sky blue, like I said, reminds me of indigo. It looks purple, as I can see it without looking in the screen panel or the field monitor, but in the field monitor, it looks like an indigo color. Lavender, lilac, black. You can kind of see a little bit where that white was on the penguin, and then dolphin gray almost looks like black. Elephant gray. It's a dark gray. Elephant gray. Dolphin gray is more, I think this should be elephant gray, because I can see the brown in this dolphin gray, and this should be dolphin gray. I think they switched the caps on me. And then coffee. Kind of hard to see the color. Chocolate and orchid purple. Okay. Cool, right? I don't know how I'm going to put both of these into, into my thumbnail or whatever. How's that look? That looks awesome. So, what's your favorite fabric marker color? I'm going to say the lavender for me, and sky blue, which is turquoise. I don't know, Arteza. Maybe, Arteza, when you get these from the factory, maybe you should draw them on fabric first and then label them. Just get some little tiny stickers Maybe that's why some companies don't put names on their products anymore, because people complain too much, like, it's not that, you know. People just complain too much. So I like them. They're pretty cool. And like I said, I'll come in after I say my bye, I guess, and see if they've lightened up any at all. I don't know. I'll do that. And then, oh, so sky blue and lavender right now are my two favorite colors as far as, oh, and the lemon yellow, as far as these colors go. Okay. Please comment, like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and have an artistic day. Bye. Okay, it's been a few days, actually, since I did the swatch card, and I was going to come back in, I said, a couple of hours after doing the swatch to see if any of the colors had brightened a bit, or, yeah, I guess it's brightened a bit, because mostly, you know, with the lavender one, what I saw with the cable straps is when I colored it with the lavender one, even with the lilac and then the orchid purple, those colors seem to lighten. These are darker colors, and this one especially seemed to lighten. But the other ones, I was kind of expecting night sky blue to lighten, and that didn't happen. And well, I'm kind of glad the black stayed black like that. This is totally dry. And the dolphin gray, the elephant gray, the coffee. One thing to note, oh, so, the greens here, they seem to have lightened a little bit. And I guess the bubblegum pink, the raspberry, very close in color there. And the apricot, I think that was the same color though when right after I did the swatch. And then the tangerine right there. So one thing I have noticed is I took a look at this, and I'm gonna zoom in and concentrate on a couple of different penguins, colored penguins here. The green right here, you see the strikes, or the streaks rather, here, that's something to note. So when I do that, and there was another spot here with taking the outline, this was with the bullet nib here, and this was with the chisel, and so this is a very clear outline, which could come in handy for certain things that I color, certain fabric-y things that I color. And then here with the coffee one, there's a big streak down there too. And then the purple one here, you can just see that different shading there. So that to me is more of a caution when I go to use the Arteza permanent fabric markers again, and I need to color something, a piece of fabric or something, then to keep in mind, don't go over too much, or it's going to do that dark streaking there. So that's something for me to keep in mind. And if you plan to get these, right now they're out of stock. I don't know if Arteza is going to put them back on, into Amazon or anything like that. You could probably... I didn't go to Arteza's website. They might have them on their website. And their little store, the Arteza store on Amazon, does not show them at all in their stock on their storefront. And I thought, well, that's interesting. They do have other fabric paints, liquid paints that you can buy, but not the markers, which is a shame because most of these colors are really good. I would say even all of these colors are really good. All of them. They're really good. So I like this set. This is great. Now what I should do is I do have tulip fabric paints, and I do have Sharpie fabric paints. So I need to swatch those as well. And I probably won't use the penguins because I don't have any more. I don't have enough shapes or penguin shapes left to do the penguins, so I'll have to try and come up with something else for those fabric markers, for those brands. Okay,